Hello everyone, today I'm going to be doing a basic C++ coding tutorial. Now just a disclaimer, this is going to be in reference to coding a microcontroller, but even though I'm using a microcontroller as my code, this isn't just for a microcontroller, this is just C++ in general, so you can use this outside of a microcontroller if you need to. I'm going to be going over basic concepts like variables and basic syntax and commands. So first off, we need to declare a variable, and for those of you who don't know, a variable is a name placeholder that can hold different values. Now, basically what that means is this can be set as either a number or a series of letters, and it's declared before any of the main code loops. So as you can see, I've declared it above void setup. So int variable1 equals 2 and variable 2 equals 3. Now, you can go into more detail about variables, like for example the difference between a global and a local variable, or different initializers. So rather than int, it could be volatile, byte, float, but that's a bit too much detail for this video. I'm just going to be covering the basics. So in this context, I'm coding a microcontroller, so I then need to declare my microcontroller pin states. So as you can see in the void setup, now void is basically just a code loop. So void setup, and remember with syntax, if you're making a statement or a loop, you need to open and close the instructions with the curly brackets, as you can see. So as you can see, pin mode variable1 output, pin mode variable2 input. So basically I'm saying that variable1 and variable2 are pins, and I'm going to be using them as either an input or an output. Basic commands. So in void loop, that's my basic code structure. It's pretty much what I'm telling the microcontroller to do. So digital write command, variable1 low. Digital write tells the pin to be a certain state. So in this command, I'm telling variable1 to output a low voltage, basically be off. Now the next statement is called an if statement, and it basically says if something is this or does this or equals this, do this. So as you can see, I've told it to digitally read, so read the state of variable2, and if variable2 is high, digital write, which variable1 high, so make it on. Now, and when you're wiring a microcontroller, you need to have it the right pins. So if you want to see the pins in detail, just pause the video and read my little notes, but this is the basic setup or layout for microcontroller pins. Now, I'm using this code in a basic LED push button circuit, so as you can see, coding this microcontroller, when I push the push button, it'll keep the LED on. Now, you can add a liquid crystal display, so basically just a screen. In this section, I'm going to be talking about importing code libraries as well as the code for a LCD. Now first we need to import a code library for the LCD, so as you can see, hashtag include, which is the command for importing a code library, and basically what this does is, rather than me having to code the LCD, telling it exactly what pixels to light up and what, so I can just import a code library that already does that for me, which allows me to just command it basically. And then I need to declare my LCD, so you can see that in the Adafruit underscore liquid crystal and so on, that declares my LCD. We then set up the LCD, so in void setup, LCD.begin 16 by 2, and I've done that because 16 by 2, that's how many pixels, or not pixels, sorry, how many bits there are in the LCD. Then we add our LCD commands to the main code loop, so the two basic commands I'm using is LCD clear, as you can see. If you want more detail, I've made comments in orange or yellow, whatever. So LCD clear wipes the LCD screen, then LCD.print outputs some text, and I've added some delay commands just to make the LCD output a bit smoother. Without the delay, it'd be really choppy. Thank you for watching, and please consider subscribing.